Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Xillia, where after defeating the devil beast that lay in the miasma at the bottom of the Tatalian abyss, I've done some quick scouting around the place and found that second eye-free treasure, because of course, someone said in the comments there's always two in every location. Though apart from that, it seems we were probably heading out for Dimensional Breach next, though people have mentioned a ton of sub-events to check, and we really want to get back to Reason Maxi at some point here, but eye-free treasure first and foremost. Let us take it and get off with a superhero belt. This toy is a timeless classic inspired by those transforming hero shows of yesteryear. Power up! Okay, weirdest attachments ever, always gaining them. There is also one skit I found way back in Triglyph. So let's go there as well. Before we move on, of course, fast travel is our friend. We can nip all around the place. I wonder if we've got any 3 times multipliers as well, because we've got a couple of stuff. Oh, we do have 3 times multipliers. And for the weapon shop, so... Well, creepy antenna, can't really get much on that, but we'll take a level or 2. And get a Gorgon Gaze, which is probably... It's not another sword for me, it's one for poor little Rowan, who's also got a demon weapon as well, so we're just getting them completely ruined now. It's kind of sad, really. Ah, demon weapons that aren't better. We can boost the item shop all the way up to level 67. Massive boost there. We'll take all that new stuff. In fact...
What? You can buy permanent stat upgrades?
Yeah, that's why I just saw that. I was like, Well, we may as well... Oh, okay, the food vendor is also that. So we'll just leave that for now until we see another times 3 or something on those lines. Man, where's the item shop then if we can buy permanent stat upgrades?
Trouble is, we're usually quite poor as well.
Well, actually, we're nearly reaching 200,000 at the moment. Somehow we've ended up rich over, like, the last bit. And yeah, it seems we could buy them for a fair bit of cash. So for one permanent stat is 27,000. I guess level it up even more and we...
Get the discount.
Yep, seems to be the way to go. So, not buy it yet. Maybe when you got the shop all the way leveled up to maximum, whatever that is, 99 or 100. What do you bet?
I have no idea.
But let's go check ourselves out that sub-event before moving over. Which is back round here.
Have you heard the news? The Sven family finally settled on a new patriarch.
Took them long enough. Didn't the old patriarch die in that Zenithra accident 20 years ago?
Along with his wife, son, and younger brother. Talk about a tragedy.
Hey, the real tragedy was the heirs fighting for his title. That sure wasn't pretty. That only lasted, what, close to 2 decades?
Nothing like a family feud to brighten up a day.
Tell me about it. You wouldn't want to be anywhere near when me and my daughter-in-law fight.
Definitely wouldn't want to see that.
Sven? Hey, Alvin?
Yep, that's my family. They're pretty famous here in Elympios.
And where does Gilland fall?
He was my dad's little brother, and the head of one of the lesser Sven lines. He always resented my family for having the stronger position in the line of succession. But then my dad died in the accident that left us stranded on Reason Maxi, leaving a young me and my helpless mother to fend for ourselves.
And Gillen saw that as a chance for revenge.
Worse. He took advantage of the situation and tried to legally steal my claim to the family leadership. He used the Sven name to create Exodus and push the Otherworld reactor plan. All so that when he eventually came back to Olympios, he could claim the family mantle for himself.
He spent 20 years scheming from a whole other world?
Yep. Even I got to admire my uncle's persistence.
So if we hadn't stopped him...
I'd probably have been erased the moment his plan succeeded.
What about now? Are you gonna go back home?
You heard the ladies. There's no place for me there anymore. Besides, I've been a feral dog for too long now. I couldn't rejoin the noble elite.
Then...
You're all stuck with me.
Oh.
You could at least try to hide your disappointment.
It all depends who's in power at the moment. If they're as bad as Gilland, he kind of has a responsibility to go and shake things up.
To be honest as well, though, he probably experienced a little bit as a kid, that kind of stale, noble type life.
Yes, but he doesn't have to do the political manoeuvring anymore. He has a big sword and a gun.
True, actually, true. Right then, shall we head off then to Dimensional Breach at last?
Yes.
Well, let us find out where it leads us, eh? Where shall we be? Where shall we go? The Rosal High Road says, hey, portal. Let's use that little dagger, the dimensional dagger.
Already. I'm gonna lose my edge here.
Leia, stop complaining. You'll get out when Elise loves Jude.
Do you think the portal on the other side is orange?
I don't know.
Jude, you're up.
Can we look before we leap? Less looking, more leaping.
Not so fast.
What now?
You really think we can beat Gaius and Muse like this?
Don't tell me you're getting cold feet.
I don't think that's what he's implying.
Do we need to take care of any business back in Riza Maxia?
We can go back?
Yes, we can probably return to Riza Maxia from the temporal crossroads.
Alvin has a point. We cannot expect help from anyone.
In other words, we must be fully prepared.
Right. We gotta think these things through. We're on our own after all.
Good point.
Just the cutscene we were hoping for.
Yes, we expected there to be a ton of sub-events. I mean, there's Colosseum and stuff like that. I don't know what kind of order you want to see things. Do you want to see us take on the Colosseum before the end of the game or in the post-game? It's like weird things, but let's find out if we really do get the choice and head into the temporal crossroads.
Ready, everyone?
Last one in has to kiss Tipo. Hey, no fair.
I gotcha.
No need to worry. We're all bound for the same destination.
Guess we'll never get the knack for doing things as a group.
Hey, it's worked for us so far.
I guess you're right. Well, looks like we're up. What?
Hey, nice of you to join us. Either we ended up in a different place from last time, or it got a major remodel.
Gaius must have used Maxwell's power to alter things here. Where's Leia?
Where'd you go?
I found another breach like the one we came through.
Don't tell me you went in it.
I did. It leads to Riza Maxia, so that's the wrong way. Then Gaius and Muse must be that way.
This presents a dilemma. I assumed we would just be following the same path as last time.
At your age, Rowan, never assume things will be easy.
Well said. We have other dangers to contend with besides Gaius and Muse.
Better keep our guard up.
Let's go, everyone.
Why is it evil villains, as soon as they're given the power to redecorate, they go for something completely bonkers?
They say let's go, but really which way? We got ourselves another sub-event though. Just go home already? Okay then, hint hint.
Don't you think you should go home? Even just for a quick visit?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll do it.
And when Mila toots the horn, he climbs right on board.
No, that's not... I was planning to do it anyway.
Whatever.
Oh, just have out with her and tell her you don't like her.
Oh, the Leia jealousy. The vacant throne is our next skit, and these appear to be treasure chests themselves with an Omega elixir. Let's check out about the vacant throne. I'm guessing that refers either to Noctigal or Gaius, because I guess he hasn't been around either.
Gaius has been busy keeping order in Rashagal ever since Noctigal died. I wonder what's going on back at his old castle in Canbalar.
Really, everyone's curious about anything that's happening apart from Muse and Gaius.
I'm really curious about his father, though, because surely now's the time to go, you never told me you're an alien dad.
Yes, we should go. Well, it did say to go home after all, but let's talk to Balin is a thing as well.
You don't want to pay Balin a visit?
Why? Are you hoping to hear one of his humiliating stories about my past?
The more you bring it up, the more curious we get.
Oh, humiliating stories about Alvin's past? Which way to go, Becca? Which way to go?
I think Maxia. We haven't been there in ages.
To the left is Mila's shrine. To the right seems to be the way forward.
And there are a few monsters to boot.
Should we check Balin first? Because it seems to be the
then.
only thing going around up there. Excuse me, weird demon thing. Oh, a land rife with memories.
Fezabel Marsh. Wasn't that the site of a famous battle between Rashagal and Aljul?
Yes. 20 years ago. It's a place that looms large in my life. If we go there, I may remember things that are perhaps best forgotten.
That's right. You were part of that war. I'm sorry.
So it's basically inferring we need to go there and stir up horrible memories for him.
Of course. That's the way things are. Now, where do you think Balin would be? Back at his apartment?
I would have thought so.
Or at
Unless
the research?
He might be the member of the family who's actually gained control, but I doubt of it.
Yeah, he sounds like he's got his head on his shoulders, though, in some senses. Despite the craziness that seems to be part of the Svent family line. Yes, Balin, and he's on the second floor, in case we go... Oh, we got another skit! Apart from Leia complaining yet again. Oh, I went away because I zoned out. That's a big house.
Pop quiz! How many people do you think live in one of those giant houses in Triglav?
Have you always liked pop quizzes this much? I've never noticed after all this time. Oh, I know. Did your love of pop quizzes awaken while I was dead?
She's always liked pop quizzes.
Oh.
I like how they just... Oh, did it happen while I was dead? Like, nonchalantly, matter-of-factly. Oh, I was dead. Was it one of those fun things you did? What? Oh well, Balin, where are you? Second floor is your apartment. Will you be at Helioborg or here? Questions, questions. Balin! Indeed he is.
I imagine you must know lots of embarrassing stories about Alvin.
I do. In fact, embarrassing stories might be the only Alvin stories I know.
This I gotta hear.
Shall I tell you one?
One more word and you're dead to me forever.
Well now, this is a conundrum. I know. How about a bet?
Truly an Olympian's answer to everything.
Now, Alfred, you know better than that. Gambling is a long and proud Olympian tradition. It has some bad points, but it has good ones too.
Would we be betting money?
Certainly not. We can choose to bet anything we like. For example, we could bet on whether or not you can find a light leaf clover. If you can, you win, and I'll air out some of Alfred's dirty laundry.
What's a light leaf clover?
It's a clover with golden leaves that grows on the sides of roads.
Olympians consider it a good luck charm. I've heard they once grew along Rasal High Road.
Then this should be a piece of cake. You got yourself a bet, buddy.
So betting is a hallowed Olympian tradition? I'm a little intrigued myself.
Okay, let's go check out Rusal High Road.
Hey, wait a minute. It's been ages since a light leaf clover was seen on the high road, and some say they might be extinct.
Alfred, are you really going to waste my magnanimity?
This is why I hate gambling.
They really are painting this planet to be the one full of flaws. Like, they love gambling and pollution, essentially.
But I'm also liking the fact, to be honest, that like even Alvin's interested in finding it now, even though like the winning point would be bad against him, just because he's wondering if he can find a light leaf clover. We've got ourselves another sub here. Have we already found it along our way? That might be what's gone on here.
Sounds like our best chance to find a light leaf clover is on the Rusal High Road.
It's a clover with sun-colored leaves, right? Let the hunt begin.
Are you sure we really don't have one, though? Seems this is becoming an episode about the Svent family in some senses. It would be in the materials bit. Can you see light leaf clover? I reckon it's probably something that would only appear after we start this event.
I agree.
But either way, we could check Balin again, see if it works. Nope. You can find one past Xillia Fortress, but it seems maybe Rowan and Elise are worried about Giselle. Yeah, man, how many sub-events have appeared? Yeah.
I wonder what Drisella's doing now.
She's probably busy missing you.
I do hope the loss of Lord Klein hasn't been too hard on her.
I hope as well. Right, so past Xillia Fortress, you say. Well, to be honest, Rissal High Road is past Xillia Fortress anyway. So let's get back on the road. Will we do any battling, or should we just skim the edges completely and try to... I'm guessing it's the shinies? Unless there's some kind of event occurring here, like monsters in the way. Go on! No, black pearls. Well, at least we'll be able to pick up some stuff for our shop leveling, but it's not going to be the most entertaining time in the meantime. Right, give us some sparklies, some light leaf glow. We have to check everywhere now as well.
Yep.
That's horrendous.
Part of me's itching to have a go at this Colosseum as well. Although, I kind of want it to be Phil, Hades and like Hercules.
Kingdom Hearts Colosseum.
Yeah. I love that Colosseum. That first time you fight Cerberus is actually quite challenging. It does make you reassess just how strong you thought you were.
Obviously, I'm going to get you Kingdom Hearts 1.5D now, or HD, for Christmas. I mean, you've just revealed what you wanted.
Maybe. Do you know I never played 2? I lent it to you all those years ago, and I never know what happened to it. I didn't have
I didn't get rid of it. I did give it back.
My PlayStation 2 broke, and I don't know what happened to the game afterwards. I never played it.
So I've played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and I never owned 2. It was just your game that you never played.
Damn you.
I didn't do anything with it though. Well, no light leaf clover by the look of it here. I'm guessing it's some kind of event, to be honest. We're going to wander into something. All the same though, there's so many like nooks and crannies. It does say the side of the road, which makes me want to check like the very edges. Oh, you just managed to get over the bag, did you, monster sir? It's been such a long time since battling.
Don't get killed.
Don't get killed? He's expecting bad things to happen, isn't he? I didn't really get the one I wanted to get there, but... Wow, my one's still got tons of HP, even though it's about to blow up. Well, power hits galore, and Elise loves you indeed. Still not the title, though, I'm guessing, even though Yay Jude was what was shouted out.
I wonder if Linked Arts helps you to get the title a bit faster.
I imagine it probably does, interaction between members after all. Do you think I should leave it for you entirely then?
No, that's fine. It'll happen eventually. It's happened with all the others. It just means it'll happen when it happens.
It'll happen when it happens, indeed. But where is this light leaf clover? It's growing inside a bag or something now.
That'd be good. Someone else has picked it for us, put it in a bag and left it there for us.
I don't mind 8 eyes of the demon beast, to be honest. That's quite a nice supply of excellence.
How many eyes did it have?
Quite a lot of eyes. Quite a lot indeed.
I think I remember there being a Power Rangers monster like that when I was a kid, because one of my friends had the action figure where you pressed a button on its back and its little eyes shot out at you. It's just entirely made of eyes.
Where is this Clover? Man, I know the Rissal High Road has many sections of its own, if you know what I mean. It's got at least 3 sections, hasn't it? It makes sense to be near the dimensional breach if things... Oh. That shined very lightly, didn't it? Oh, I was imagining that. Didn't that kind of really sparkle then?
I think it was just because it was there for an instant we both went, ooh.
Must be it, no. Right, so, third area. No light leaf clover thus far. I mean... Alvin did say it would be hard to find, like it was some kind of mythical find.
Perhaps we could find a normal one and paint it.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, try to cheat people out of things, it's always a good way.
They like gambling, it's all part and parcel.
Yep, if you can perform a successful con, then good on you. What are we telling our viewers to do? We're bad examples! Ah, all the goodies, great. I mean, we can level up our shop again, especially if ×3 bonuses comes around, but... This isn't the way we want to do things. Light leaf clover, where art thou? I mean, it says to look on the side of the road, which makes me wonder if, you know, in a cave or something, but...
The way they described it, I'd envisaged it kind of just off the path, if you know what I mean.
But to be honest, there's not really... Any of these roads don't really have what we would traditionally call roads.
They need some Romans around here. That would
the
improve
road builders.
everything.
Right, are more eyes of the demon and beasts? I mean, clovers don't grow on the side of the road, just random monster eyes just are stuck there. Where are we? We've checked the entire high road, it seems, at the moment. Apart from over that side. I mean, to be honest, haven't we picked up every sparkly? Hasn't it kind of gotta be here?
Maybe there was more of a trick to this than we thought.
Maybe indeed. Maybe, to be honest, it's something more along the lines of defeating enemies. Maybe it's the last one here. Wow! Not a single one found. To be honest, I think this is a time for the power of editing. And so guys, such is life in these situations that as soon as we went, yes, power of editing time, let's go look up and down the high road for it, and we turned off the recording, then we walked straight into it.
Yeah, it was literally a case of panning the camera slightly and we were stood on it nearly.
It's not a white sparkly and it's not on the edge of the road, so to say, unless you consider the dirt bits the path, but to be honest, I wouldn't say there's a path anywhere. Look at the sparkly light over here! It's probably it, isn't it?
Is this a light leaf clover?
Yeah, that's it. Damn it, Balin told me these things were extinct.
Extinct? You thought they were extinct and let us bet anyway?
No, well, yeah, basically.
Well, all's well that ends well. It's a miracle.
We've traveled to an entirely different world, and this is what qualifies as a miracle to you?
Damn, I thought we got them all, but it looks like we missed one. You there, hand over that clover if you know what's good for you.
Huh? Who the heck are you? We found this fair and square.
If anyone else finds a clover, we lose our bet. If you won't hand it over, we'll take it by force.
And so betting goes bad. You come down, Becca. The way you know best. I'll just fight this one guy on my own. It's safe over here. Giant Tipo drop comes down, and the Mystic Heart roars.
I'm glad I pulled it off then, or it would have looked really bad.
Farewell him. I think my target's the only one left, isn't it?
Behold our power.
I'll deal with him in the usual slashy way. It's fine.
Why would they just attack us like that? And what did they mean about a bet?
Wait a minute.
Do you know something?
Best not to talk out here. Let's go back to Balin's.
Yes, now we get to hear an embarrassing story about Alvin.
This is why I hate gambling.
This is why I love it. Straight back, you say? Straight... Oh, or was there another skit? And back to Balin once more.
Let's bring the light leaf clover back to Balin.
And then we get our story. This is gonna be good.
Thank you. I didn't know that I was already going to do that.
What
Cheers.
if the embarrassing story is just, I got them to participate in a bet with some soldiers. They're such derpy people.
Tricked. I don't think it's that. It's got to be something better. Something juicy. Something like Alvin dressed... A picture of Alvin dressed up in his mum's clothes or something. It's got to be embarrassing childhood. Do you know what I mean? Because after all, he's been gone for 20 odd years.
Most people can shrug off childhood things, though. I mean...
Well, if you do get embarrassed by that, then you're a bit...
Insecure?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I decided to pull it. I didn't know what to say at that point. It's like, I mean, it's childhood. That's what childhood is. Sometimes weird things happen.
Holy, I can't believe you actually found a light leaf clover. If we'd have bet money, you'd have made a killing.
All right, make with the embarrassing stories.
Oh well, a bet's a bet.
Which one are you going to tell them?
Let's make it the one about this very clover. When Alvin was 5 years old, he wanted to do something for Aunt Leticia's, for his mother's birthday. He came up with the idea of giving her a crown made entirely out of light leaf clovers.
Sounds like that could be difficult.
Right, even back then they were quite hard to find. So little Alvin thought long and hard about what to do. After a lot of thought, he came up with the idea of painting regular clovers the color of light-leaf clovers.
That's brilliant!
Is it?
He gave it to Leticia before the paint was dry, and she ended up getting it all over her hair. Alvin was even more surprised at this than Leticia was, and he started bawling his eyes out. Out of habit, he buried his face in her hair as he tried to apologize, and ended up getting paint all over his face too. The end.
That's so cute!
That was a wonderful story.
You really loved your mother, didn't you, Alvin?
I'll get you for this, Balin.
Talking about Leticia has put me in the mood for one of her peach pies. They were absolute perfection. I'd give anything for one more bite, but unfortunately, it's not to be.
Balin, you hang on to those memories. She may never have made it back to Elympios, but at least we can keep her memory alive.
Even if you asked me to, I could never forget about her. Or about you, naturally.
I'm glad I made it back.
That wasn't embarrassing at all. It was...
It's a bit insensitive, considering, your mum that just died.
Yeah, made those lovely peach pies. Oh, I can't have peach pies anymore. Not sorry about your mum or anything. Just sorry about the peach pies, but... Alvin wasn't embarrassing. He shouldn't be embarrassed by that. That was cute and lovely kid childish behaviour.
Even happy memories, if it's still that raw, you could have kind of made him cry.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Alvin.
That brought a good dimension. That actually helped flesh out his character a bit more, but personally, good dimension to it. But that's all for today's episode of Tales of Xillia, guys, as we return to Riza Maxia next time. So join us then as we head through the dimensional breach again. Bye-bye.